Well, hello, we're back with game number 2 between BeastCoast and Wolf Team. There was some interesting theories going on about what happened in game number 1, but I'm interested if game number 2 will be a little bit more successful for Wolf Team, who they don't need to win against BeastCoast. It's probably expected that they're not going to win against BeastCoast, but a win here would do them a lot of help to avoid relegation, which is probably the position they find themselves in, Wolf Team, especially after their initial loss in the season against Tempest. It's expected that Thunder Awaken, BeastCoast will probably beat them, but they were looking to get those wins against Tempest, SGE, Infinity, and those are looking like tougher and tougher opponents, especially after the loss against Tempest. As we go into the draft, where you can tell me what you can... What is your suggestion when you get shellacked in a game like this? Like, I mean, everyone says, yeah, forget about the first game, blah, blah. I've heard that before. But, like, in terms of drafting, are there more consistent or easier playstyles they can run?
As Mariana said in the interview, I think you need to have always two strats for the series. If the first one doesn't work out, you need to move on to the next strat. Plus the just reset, etc., stuff. I think Wolf Team has the strats, but one of the main reasons I think Wolf Team, one of the main qualities I think Wolf Team has is the lane phase, but BeastCoast, it's bizarre strong on the lane phase. So yeah, I think they just met a team on the last match that just are the same level at them at the lane phase. In the beginning of the game, as Winter said, was quite a disaster. In this affected, but I think they should just try to get a new strat, and I think they just pick a carry that goes around HFN. I think they still need to play in this playstyle.
Okay.
You mean more like a 4 protect 1 strat, like, so it's easier to play. Give him like the last pick, so he's the strongest hero in the game.
That is the HFN classic, right?
Yeah, some classic HFN stuff.
Okay, all right. Is there anyone else they can play around? They can play around their advantages here. ADR, Tabo, any picks that come to mind here by you that you'd like highlight for them?
I don't think ADR it's the guy who carries the team the most. Just pick a hero and players around him. He's carrying the game. He's more like a sacrifice player. Okay, most of the time. Most of the time we've seen Tavo just getting some heroes and like Nightstalking just going over and carrying the game, but I think most of the time it's going to be around HFN 100% of the time, 90% of the times actually. But I think that's it. Maybe we see some ADR Invoker. I think when Wolf Team have Invoker of him, the game is different. He has so much impact. He knows how to play the hero. He knows how to scale. I like to see him play Invoker.
Okay, I like that. Winter, let's look at the BeastCoast draft. You're a big fan of them. Marcy Underlord. You like the Underlord swap last time, so it's still potentially a flex. They've done this before, by the way. It's not the first time they do this. What is your opinion on the Marcy combine with this year? Do you feel like it goes well with the Pit of Malice?
Yeah, for sure. The repositioning tool of Marcy, I feel like, I mean, they nerfed the range, 50 range, but I still feel like it's too good in some situations. Yeah, it works. I think it can work really well with the Pit for sure. But on top of that, the Underlord is just really good against the Visage. I'm not sure if they would flex the Visage as a core or support. Because if you do it as a core, the Underlord is, just in general, the aura is very good against the Visage.
Yeah, that's true. The Marcy can also be a nuisance to getting those gloves.
So it's a core, I guess. Core Visage, most likely. Who plays it? Is it an offlane hero for them?
Yeah, Tabo should play it. Yep. I mean, ADR I'm sure can play it, because he's a pretty wide hero pool, but I'm pretty sure it's Tabo.
Yeah, they just protect the Visage, just ban Bloodseeker, CK, and Jugger to make sure Visage has a decent lane. I don't think there's much counters open for Visage. Maybe Monkey, but no, Monkey is bad. Never mind.
What do you think of the Lich, by the way? Duster's a big fan of this hero, big proponent of this hero.
Some classic Duster stuff, like Lich, pick Shan, maybe Enchantress. Nothing new.
Okay, so you think he just hypes it every patch, then?
I think he just spams the zeros. He just like to play the zeros. And it's a comfort zone. I really think most of the games they will pick position 5s that just are strong in the lane phase. I think we'll never see Wolf team with 5 heroes that are weak in the lane phase, because they rely on the lane staging, and they know they have a good lane phase for the South America. Oh, Warlock, nice.
Wow.
So they always going to pick these strong heroes on 5, you know.
Okay. Winter. When we started this season, you told me that Warlock could be potentially good because of the salve change, but you didn't think was good enough just yet. Do you still believe that? Do you think it's going to be the case this game?
Not sure though. The south thing is like, I mean, a small part of why you would considering picking the hero. I've seen a couple of games with Warlock. I mean, I think the hero is fine. I'm not sure if he's like strong enough to be picked all the time, but definitely in the right game. Like if you, in this case, like I think with Marcy, because Marcy is kind of like a support with a catch, right? And she lacks in terms of team fight. Like if you pair Marcy with Warlock, the Warlock kind of covers that up for the Marcy. So you have a more all-rounded draft. Laning phase pretty decent too. I mean, going back to the Lich, I feel like right now with the Lich change, right, I'm kind of tempted to actually max my nuke now.
What?
Have you tried?
Max Frost
Yeah,
Blast
I max
then?
That's I think it's actually pretty good to do that now, because the mana cost is a lot lower, and
Okay.
basically even in the lane because of the nerf to salve. So I think as a Lich, you would just buy a couple more mangoes at the start of the game, and you just keep nuking the other guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, his lane against Lord Marcy feels like it can definitely go that way. You need 1 point in shield, though, so we'll see how it works out. Troll for BeastCoast. Isn't Troll versus Lich not the best combo because the Frost Shield?
Yeah. But I think maybe Destroy is going Eggs this game.
Oh,
Feels
okay.
It's a good game
Yeah.
for Eggs. But it's still greedy, you know. Get Battle Fury, Eggs, or Maelstrom, Sanjiasha, and Eggs. But I think it's okay. You have Underlord, who reduces the damage overall. It helps with the damage of Firestorm. You have the Fatal Bonds. I don't think BeastCoast is lacking damage right now. Like, you have Leech, the Frost Shield, etc., but they have so
need
much
catch.
damage going on every time, you know?
Yeah, they kind of still need catch initiating.
BeastCoast,
Hero.
you mean?
Yeah. Is
Okay.
the Troll potentially a mid laner? Is the hero still a good mid laner? Because I haven't seen much. I know Thompson likes to play Troll as a mid back in the day. He goes
I
axe with it.
haven't seen Troll mid in forever. I mean, for BeastCoast, the answer is always yes to your questions, Winter, but I haven't seen Troll mid in forever. And
Yeah, I
Hector
haven't
does
seen
like the
Troll.
hero.
Seems much greedy. I don't know. It's like he plays like a position 1 in the mid. It's strange. You need farm. You need so much levels to make it work. It's decent on the laning stage, of course. Like too much damage, the fever, etc. But overall, it's weird. And I think it's good on the lane against Mars, though. Just put Troll in the safe lane.
That's true. What do you think of the Mars pick then? That means is the
Who's
Mars
going
mid?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the Mars
exactly.
mid or... But they can
I don't know
flex
what
here,
Mars
right?
is I think Mars is flexing with Visage.
Yes, okay,
both
so
can-
what?
They both can play the hero, right? Visage.
Yeah.
Adriano
Yeah.
and...
Yeah.
Marvel.
So they wait for the matchup and then see who's better for the mid matchup, either Mars or Visage. Is that the plan? You think, Rayur?
Yeah, I think when you have the last pick, you can just try to flex the draft, and the last pick most of the times fixes the mistakes or make sure your draft is solid, you know? So they have the last pick, it's okay.
What is a mid laner Rayur that would work for both Mars and Visage? Like, just in case you're thinking about dealing with both of them.
If you like BeastCoast, would really enjoy Void Spirit here, or Ember.
Okay.
But I think it's a Void Spirit game.
Why Void Spirit over Ember?
Too much damage on the Void Spirit. He can just burst heroes. He already have the catch. Ember rely on getting the chains, you know. If there's too much creeps close or heroes, or even the familiars from Visage, Ember can't catch anything with the Searing Chains. They have Marcy who can help, but I think Void Spirit it's way better.
I mean, there's still Conquer, right? What do you think of Conquer?
Yeah, I was thinking Gonka too. Oh!
What?
Is that a mid?
Underlord
Underlord
mid?
mid?
Yeah,
On the
right?
mid?
Enigma
Mars-
offlane?
No, Enigma off. Mars 4.
I think so.
Okay.
Because now you were talking about how they're playing around HFN, right, Rayur? But Enigma, you don't play around. Just he denies your creep. Like you're just done. Like
Just pick Spectre, I guess. Spectre's usually what you go against Enigma.
that's true. But isn't she bad against Troll?
Yes. Damn, most of the cards are banned. What are they going to pick? You can't pick Luna here. Super trash. TB too. They're going to lose the lane. I have no idea what Wolf team's going to pick.
I think they should just pick something that's good with their draft. Can push.
Gyro. Nice. That's a hero who hits 2 units at the same time.
Yes!
Let's go.
That's true. That is true. You said it from the beginning, Rayur. Is it enough though to convince you to go for Wolf team? That's my question.
I think this game, the draft is way solider than the last one. And I like the Jiro vs Enigma. Jiro gets free farm. Enigma has to play the lane and go to the jungle. Or otherwise he just feed Eidolons.
Yeah.
But BeastCoast know what they're doing, especially in the lane phase. So I have high expectations on Whisper. I think like Bowie said on the cast, he's a top one for a reason, you know? This guy's a beast. Let's see.
Winter?
Well, I don't think I like what they're doing here with the draft. Sometimes BeastCoast always have this kind of drafts where I don't really understand. I think both team, they just have a very simple draft, and I feel like the Gyro is gonna do okay in the lane. Like Ryu mentioned against the Enigma, and once the laning phase goes okay, at least 50-50. I feel like they have a much easier game to play compared to what BeastCoast has, which is a little too greedy for me.
Okay, we'll see who is capable of taking this second game of the series. The panel's divided. Will the casters be divided as well? As we go over to Gareth and Bowie and see.
For us with a ton of team fight on the draft, Bowie.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Enigma is my favorite hero of all time, and I disagree with Winter. I think even though his head is really big and you would think he's very smart.
Who, Winter or Enigma?
I think Enigma is really good. I disagree with Winter that.
But who has a big head?
Oh, okay. I guess he does have a big head as well, but it's a head full of knowledge. I don't think this matchup is as good as a lot of people think. You actually don't kill the Eidolons with level 1 flak most of the time with Gyro right now. So it's not that easy. Like if you actually get flak cannon level 1 on this hero, you just push the wave, right? And that's pretty much what Enigma wants in the first place. I think this lane could be really hard, especially with 2 ranged heroes. I feel like they didn't want to pick this ranged hero. Now you have Lich, Gyro. I feel like this Marcy can easily put one of those 2 heroes out of position. And once the Enigma has a couple of levels, the lane gets pretty hard. We'll see, I do feel like this is going to be more comfort for HFN, so that's definitely a plus for Wolf Team. I don't know. I feel like Enigma is still one of the most broken heroes that a lot of people don't give credit for. But I'm biased, obviously.
Super biased. But yeah, it comes back to the question I was asking in the previous game, right? Like, do you prefer HFN on a hero like Ursa, who maybe is, a bit more naturally aggro, or a hero like, the Luna Deucer Gyrocopter, which he has been known for? And it seems like Wolf Team kind of going back to that signature of HFN.
Mm-hmm. Like, as a Brazilian that wants to see Wolf Team succeed, I feel like I want to see HFN playing different styles, because I feel like that, in the long run, that's going to benefit the team. That's going to allow them to be more versatile. In the short term, though, I do feel like he might have, a better score. He might look better just because it's comfort. So, should be a better performance. Although, I don't think he necessarily played bad. It was just a big outdraft from BeastCoast in game 1.
Super hard to just play the game. King out. Very low down bottom. K1 Shadow Word ends, but he's got another one coming from Stinger, so should be able to heal back up. Now, speaking of these offlane heroes and the potential struggles for them, Whisper is taking a bit of a blast in there from the Lich and the Gyro, who offer a lot of level 1 magic damage. But do you think Tavo is going to suffer down bottom against Troll Warlock? Or is the fact that Warlock is a passive hero not going to really pressure him too much?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this hero, the Warlock, does start to become really annoying once he gets points of Fatal Bonds. That spell is so strong. And Tro is a super strong laner, so even though Warlock is weak, he actually does enable Tro to be able to trade really well. You know, and Visage has terrible base damage, so not only is gonna struggle to get less hits as you just saw, it just allows K1 to harass him quite a bit. But I don't think we're gonna see like kills, unless, you know, maybe King RD actually gets Stinger out of position. A good toss back into the tower could be enough for Stinger to die.
Yeah, that's the possibility. Well, Gojira, dead to Duster. Level 1 Frost Blast, spamming out all that magic nuke damage. Finds the first blood. I was peeking into mid lane to see what was going on there. Currently dead even in the farm. C-Smile has his bottle, as does Adriano, so water runes there for them to replenish a little bit.
Much better matchup this time for 4DR. Playing this Mars into the Underlord. Can at least, like, he was getting out CS quite a bit. I don't think that's going to be the case this time.
King out, even without boots. Slips away from K1 and Stinger. As they look to clear out that large camp. Straight back to hitting the Visage. Problems, though, potentially here for K1. The burst damage from Soul Assumption toss, not enough to finish him. Pops is one, Shadow Word heal going. Well, they have managed to out-sustain that magic burst damage.
Maybe even worse than dying, actually. He's losing so many creeps in their tower.
Yeah, I mean, what does he do? Does he TP back to tier 1 or just try and kill King Ao now? He's got another combo with a Mango and Stick to turn around on them. Yeah, BeastCoast completely zoned away from the lane.
Great plays from Wolf Team. Really nicely done there.
But as we know, Whisper is the real carry top, right? And he's killing HFN. Gyro, always fairy fired. He survived. In comes Marcy. And they do get the trade. Duster getting the kill on Whisper first. So Gojira getting that juicy experience. Might be dying to Duster now, though. Doesn't have mana for the
Does
blast.
have a stick. Has a stick on the Marcy.
Okay, she's all right then.
He did kill Enigma before the Gyro kill, so that's still pretty good for Wolf Team. Overall, I think they're doing better than I expected.
Enigma first, right?
Yeah, Enigma died first. I've seen, you know, Enigma's actually just getting Buckler for this lane, so Whisper did go for something different. The Urn is very standard nowadays on Enigma, but sometimes you do see the item build changing just when you're against these carry heroes that can deal with your Eidolons really easily.
Yeah, thanks to Saberlight, all these Enigma builds coming out in fashion. Duster jumped on by Gojira. Frost Shield does keep him safe and sound, but these Eidolons pummeling into the Lich yet again gets a trade-off. HFN looks like he's going to miss 1 or 2 CS under tower, but no big deal.
That is not a worthwhile change, a trade. Those 6 Eidolons that died there. HFN's so happy right now.
Actually, both of these lanes are super chaotic, just magic damage spilling everywhere. But Avalanche toss, Soul Assumption, Axe's bottom, Talvo getting dived by K1. Don't know if he can go under tower and try and finish it off as the Soul Assumption, keeps K1 at bay. Maybe have another attempt. Even got a rotation into mid. Gojira deciding he doesn't want to head top anymore. Just leave the Enigma be. Level 4 Whisper can do what he wants. Come to mid instead. Maybe you get a play onto King Ao or Adriano.
Oh no, the Paradolons. Run away!
Oh, the flak cannon clears them up. So yeah, now we've got to level 2 flak. You can kill them off pretty simply.
Yeah. No extra armor as well. But, yeah, Whisper struggling. I feel like they actually did really well. The way Duster played the first wave, he actually tanked the creep wave just so they kind of, denied the creep and dove Whisper. Whisper was afraid of using conversion because of the flag cannon as well. I think that's an item build mistake, but still just really nicely played by Wolf Team. They are really dismantling this lane right now.
Yeah, and keeping this Gojira Marcy in a constant state of fear. Does jump aggressively back onto HFN though, and that fear turns to boldness, killing the Gyro. Adriano has an arena, spear coming onto Enigma. Duster will try and slip away from C-Smile as the barrier will block the Underlord away from that freebie kill until Gojira. Rebound leaps into the mix. Duster found by C-Smile. Actually, Whisper gets a double kill off the back of that. Rotations from both mid laners end up in a 2-for-2, but you've got to favor BeastCoast in that situation.
Oh, definitely. They did kill Gyro. They forced this 4DR rotation. At least he does get his bottle back, so he's still in like fighting shape. Are they trying to kill Sismayo here? Doesn't seem that easy with this TP.
I should have it in the end, I think. He's going to steal a bounty rune from them. Raindrops popped, but the damage is pretty big from Wolf Team to find the Underlord kill, while bottom lane they are diving. Killing off Tarvo, and King Ao's next on the list. Jumped upon by the rebound of Gojira, and K1 with a double kill. This is just classic stuff, isn't it? You think you get an edge, you think you get the upper hand on BeastCoast, and they just slam the door straight back in your face.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that was a lot of resources being spent, and Trio kills Sismayo. But, Enigma is recovering quite a bit, and Tavo getting a little bit shut down. Although he does have burst before K1 has ulti, this could be a kill.
It could very well be. Tavo getting that solo kill. Like you said, he's hit level 6. That Tiny's rotations around elsewhere helps him out, while Duster, he's dying to creeps up top. The Eidolons, the Urn, ticking him down, and he will end up dropping. That's why the Urn is so good on Enigma, right? You have this very safe damage. You send Eidolons, you put Urn, and then your hero can just back away.
Yeah, it's really good. It gives you armor, it gives you mana regen. And above all, it's like this hero just chases really well with the move speed changes to the Eidolons. So all of that sustained damage is really strong on Enigma. You do see drums being built right now, but I think the Urn build is also pretty solid. It's really good. You don't want to go drums because you don't want to dive this gyrocopter, right? He's just going to kill all of your Eidolons, so the Urn fits this game better.
Absolutely. Wolf Team, I want to get Adriano Mars involved with a toss forward. He will catch K1 here. He's got ulti at the ready, but Tarvo with his familiar stuns could just bring him down before he can turn and fight. Didn't even need to land the birds. C-Smile wants King Ao, but he's speedy enough to slip away, meanwhile Whisper has killed off Duster at the top lane, yet again trading his life for it.
Interesting. Much better show from Wolf Team, honestly. I was kind of afraid, right? They seemed a little bit tilted with the way game 1 ended, but they're looking really good. King Gaon, though.
Yeah, if they can finish him off. I mean, Gojira's dead. C-Smile Stinger can't finish him off. Fatal bombs are here on Tarvo and the Tiny, but the soul assumption from Tarvo maxed out. Does some tremendous damage. Now King Ao, he's wanting to toss someone forward here, surely. Toss Tarvo in. Get him forward onto this Underlord. Familiar's landing. Adriano with a spear ready. We'll be able to connect onto C-Smile and eventually bring him down. It's a long, arduous effort to kill an Underlord, but they'll get the job done.
This Visage hero, man. That is a very solid hero right there. He does so much, actually. He just got level 6, and I think he created maybe 4 or 5 kills in the last 2 minutes. It's
these are kills on Troll and Underlord, right? These are core kills he's created.
And this hero really does everything. He has burst damage. He has actually the burst is really good versus Black Hole until there is a BKB on Whisper. So I feel like Tavo's going to be very impactful throughout the next 10 or 15 minutes. He's definitely kind of set up to do well. Now, I really want to see a catapult being used bottom, because I feel like there was a problem with Wolf Team game 1, even though the Beastmaster was doing fine, they never really claimed tier 1 tower. But I guess with Sismayo already in position, this might be tough. Wolf Team, they had to be set up prior to this, and they're just doing other stuff right now.
He's like that old school offlane Tide that comes mid at like 7 minutes and says, I am the bodyguard of the tower. And then flip side is top lane, Dire tier 1, 400 health, catapult wave, Eidolons arriving, only a Lich here to try to defend. We'll see if BeastCoast bring anyone else up and whether there's a defense, because Mars arriving with a TP. Looks like they'll try and pick off Whisper, break all the trees, find the spear into the side of that Colosseum. Chris Luck is coming, though, with the Fiend's Gate. Chain Frost expended, bounces only onto that Enigma as the gold is dropped onto Adriano. Mars, caught in this upheaval, slowed to a crawl, and no way to escape. No one's come to help him either. There's no Visage, no Tiny, and the HFN Gyro is farming back in jungle, so BeastCoast will claim that first tower of the game.
Yeah, and I think that is one thing with Whisper that's why a lot of the times we're not really singing his praises that much. Like, you see that and like, okay, this Enigma died 4 times. There's no way he's doing better than Paladin 4-1. But I feel like a lot of times he puts himself in this position where he's setting up for BeastCoast to kind of clean up later.
Oh, they've got Tavo
sure,
now.
Tavo gets the kill. Yeah, but they'll claim his life.
That's a decent bit of money for C-Smile. That's Rod of Atos completed. You know, like you say, yeah, they kill a tier 1, but it's a trade out in favor of BeastCoast again. And there's always the fear in the back of your head of, where's K1?
Blink, by the way, on Whisper with the smoke.
Ooh. Blink black hole time. But yeah, where is K1? He's farming jungle, boys. He's got his Maelstrom. He's hitting creeps. Is your Gyro farming fast enough? And currently, the answer is yes in terms of net worth difference between them. We'll see if that transfers to actual pace in the game state we're at, because C-Smile and the rest of the squad stealing ancient stacks and killing off King Owl's Tiny has wandered back up into his triangle thinking it's safe. Absolutely not. Oh, hello, Adriano. Straight away onto the Enigma. Your Blink Dagger's not going to help you in here, Whisper. Blasted by the Whisper, the Duster Lich. Whisper Lich? Whisper and Duster. Oh dear.
Yeah, really, I mean, a solid game from 4DR. I think he is doing much better this time because his laning stage is better. Oh, Duster gets a really good Chain Frost.
Ah, sick. Yeah, C-Smile and Gojira tanking the full thing. Allows Adriano to take them both down. K1's arrived. He's got mana for ulti. But now he's facing off against so many Wolf Team heroes, he's wondering why he joined and turned up. Because Stinger's also died to HFN.
That's a wipe,
that's a team wipe. That's a 5-man wipe, yeah.
Wow. I mean, it was a good play from BeastCoast to actually scout the triangle, but I think they overstayed their welcome a little bit, and they also were not expecting the 4DR blink. They did have vision there, so not only they kill everyone, now they posture around this mid tower. Very solid moves overall. But one thing I actually didn't mention, I feel like this Troll Warlord is going to feel really, really good once Marcy has a couple of levels. Having the sidekick alongside Troll, so powerful. So much extra damage in the lifesteal. I don't think any hero, even though HFN has a lot of creeps right now, the matchup of Gyrocopter versus Troll is not ideal.
Marcy walks up the high ground, met by the Visage and the Tiny. I will turn back onto King Owl with the Fatal Bonds and the Firestorm, but once again, Whisper being focused by the Mars in the arena, speared and killed. This black hole whiffs completely. Stinger dropped the Golem on them too, but Tavo picks up a double kill. HFN still battling with the Golem as Kujira's gone in with his Unleash, trying to bring down Duster, gets the kill, but will fall in the meantime. And Adriano is trapped up in that pit of malice thanks to the Rod of Atos. C-Smile fully retreating at this point. Might still get jumped. 2 seconds for Blink, has it ready now, just ahead of the Firestorm to make sure he doesn't get the Blink cancelled. And this allows Tavo to rejoin with Soul Assumption damage. Underlord with 100 HP remaining. Yeah, he's not getting away from this. The birds will chase him to the bitter end.
Save me, K1.
That's no way.
Thanks for the space, bro. I'll farm some ancient creeps right now. Yeah, I feel like Whisper's positioning this game has been lacking a little bit. You know, the first, second arena, fine, you could argue. I think he's just showing a little bit too much. He's trying to be in position to cast Malefice, but that's putting himself always at 4DR's hand. Literally, almost every arena from the past 5 minutes has been on him, and that's great.
Yeah, the last 3 or 4 have absolutely just been straight on him. And yeah, you were making the point that once we get a few levels on Marcy, once we get a few levels up on Warlock, we've got Fatal Bombs, Golem, with this Underlord Pit of Malice, and of course, with this Marcy Unleash. We haven't yet seen BeastCoast really, fight as 5. It's been these scrappy fights where, last game, Wolf Team, it feels like I've learned a very valuable lesson of bring the numbers against BeastCoast, and it's working out right now. 4-man smoke. straight onto Marcy. And that's an easy catch.
Well, Dire Scan, they actually read this very well. They realized that he TP'd. I wonder if they're gonna try and connect to the triangle here. He's kind of stuck. He doesn't have TP for 64 seconds on K1.
Yeah, they're angling towards mid. Ags, Crystalis, and of course Aegis on the gyrocopter means HFN can play very forward with his positioning. Adriano clears out bot wave. Will take him a long while to connect in towards mid, so it looks like the rest of his squad just going to back up and vacuum the farm that remains.
He'll be very soon to be finished on 4DR. Everyone on Wolf team looking really good. And HFN with his classic Crystalis gyrocopter build here. Just going to get the Satanic afterwards. It's actually great because he can dispel the Fatal Bonds. Oh,
look what
there
it
you
is.
go. Yeah.
Once more. It's Whisper in an arena being speared. Ah,
Can't spell arena without Whisper. Kinda.
Yeah. Sure. I'll say yes to that. Because if I say no, you'll look
You're
bad.
so kind, Gareth. You're so kind.
Yeah, I don't know. BeastCoast being read like a book completely. Every move they've made has been counteracted, especially these past 10 minutes. Adriano got again. Mars got Blink Dagger, and that's been the downfall of the BeastCoast Empire.
Yeah, really good wards from Wolf Team this time. Feels like even though some of those were countered, you can see the centers here from BeastCoast. That one actually caught once again the Enigma, and he's not even near the BKB. He's going for this Airlands build, but they want to utilize this BKB coming on K1 right now.
Yeah, trying to chase the Tiny, and they should be able to kill off King Ao. Gojira's Marcy even rebounding a little deeper to scout anyone in the back. But yeah, now there's position 5 Lich. 18 minutes in, he's got his shard. He's happy. He's got the one item he needs. Like, oh, yeah, I'm a support Lich. I'm usually getting my shard 25 minutes in, 7 minutes early now.
It's so good, this shard, especially when you have Mars. I think this is an underrated part of their draft. It's so much damage. No BKBs besides K1, so they'll definitely be feeling the heat out of those two spells in the next team fights. Some aggressive moves here. They still have 2 minutes of the Aegis time, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Wolf Team maybe try to force this tier 2 tower. Usually you see top being taken first, but because tier 1's still up, they don't want to reset Glyph. I think they're going to try and occupy the big jungle.
Yeah, and again, playing around the vision they've got. Blow up Stinger. HFN on a mega kill. There is a black hole from Whisper, though, inside the arena. Adriano dropping low, but not dead just yet. That Chain Frost bouncing back into him, and see Smile will take the Underlord and the Enigma out of things. And Wraith back there for the Dire as well, just allowing HFN to open up. K1's ulti doesn't seem like it'll do too much, though. He's on to Tavo and HFN. The Aegis will be reclaimed, but now the Troll's stuck, speared against a tree. He's turned into a kebab. And Adriano, HFN, and King Ao close the gap to wipe BeastCoast off the face of the map.
Yeah, at the end of the day, BeastCoast, they didn't want to lose more real estate, but I think it was a pretty big mistake to try and fight with that Aegis so low. They were close. I think that was probably the first black hole that lasted the whole duration, but no one was doing damage at the time. It was kind of a split fight. A1 was down bottom, and even still, you could see how much damage the sidekick alongside the BKB Battle Trance can do, but they are very far behind. There was an Aegis. If there was no Aegis, that was probably a really good fight despite the huge goal lead that Wolf Team has right now.
Yeah, just killing off HFN, who is he's massive right now, 14,000 net worth, near enough about. And now the difficulty for BeastCoast is map space. Where do we go? We can't play bot jungle, can't play mid. Triangle's a little spooky. Maybe if we go as 3, 4, 5 heroes, we can reclaim our triangle. You can see the rest of them, right? K1's going to small camp top. Yeah,
he's trying to leech as much as he can right now. Oh, then they are on to him. No TP on K1. I guess they can use the Fiend's Gate? What? Do they know about? Oh, they definitely do. Beautiful.
Drag them top, Fiend's Gate bot. Oh, we've opened up a lane of farm for ourselves, boys. Look at this.
If they were closer, they could maybe join the Fiend's Gate. That would be really hype. But yeah, that doesn't happen.
To follow him
And
down there.
that's a wasted smoke. So that's always good. 7-minute cooldown. Oh, and they get the
Stone.
Philly. Oh, there
Is
you
that
go.
for Enigma?
That's how you come back. For sure it is.
Come on, where is it? Is anyone?
Whisper?
K1 just hasn't communicated. Marcy, no, Marcy's got it. Marcy's
Oh, what is he going for actually?
Aether Lens.
All right. Whisper is such a gentleman. He just plays with what he's given. Sometimes even what he's given, he gives to others. What a beautiful player. I would definitely take it to Philly.
Yeah, I think you need to be greedy. I think you need, in Enigma games, he very often becomes the kind of pseudo position 1, right? You're relying on the black hole to win you a team fight. He needs items to get the black hole off. So his farm priority needs to be, maybe not number 1 because you have K1 on your team, but absolutely Chris Luck and the rest of them have to give up space for Whisper to get this BKB up and running.
Maybe what they'll do is actually give the Philly to Whisper once the Aether Lens is ready on Gojira. That could be a play, right? You just wait for that. I guess he is closer than the BKB is for Whisper. But yeah, kind of unusual for sure. Wentavo does have that silent as the grave, very scary.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Ags already. I was going to say, Wolf Team very, very nicely defending all their objectives. Tier 1 mid and bot still standing. BeastCoast unable to crack them open, and now you've got this Invis Visage roaming around and hunting people. Gojira's Marcy is there. Ripe for the taking.
Yeah, I think what really will dictate this game, unless some big throw happens, is whether there's going to be BKB on Whisper before Roche spawns. We're getting pretty close to the possible respawn timer. If this is like a 3-minute respawn timer, I could see BeastCoast being ready with BKB Black Hole, and then it's not going to be easy for Wolf Team. Oh, hello.
Yeah, Marcy, goodbye. It feels at this point that BeastCoast haven't really taken it upon themselves to remove the dire vision. They've had this ward up in the high ground on the triangle for quite some time. Not seen too many D wards from the Radiant. And K1 under yet another lane ward up in the top lane. He gets scouted, now spotted by the familiars, and he has to BKB TP.
Yeah, it's tough though. The supports just like you have a limited set of gold and sentries, and there's a lot of like defensive wards on Wolf Team because they know K1 is farming their side of the map, right? It's like if a support walks there, he's just gonna die before he even gets the D ward. So, it's tough. Like they have to go together to be able to do that. Ideally, you want to win a fight before you start going for those deep D wards. But now with this BKB being on cooldown for a long time and Roche being up, if Wolf Team scouts this out, or just find him.
Yeah, just kill the Marcy. K1, that's a toss forward. Adriano sent into the Radiant base.
God.
Familiars will land as well. He's got battle trans, but the black hole from Whisper doesn't need a BKB. He's been baited in. Oh my goodness. Come on then, Wolf Team. Get dragged into our base. Toss people in towards our troll and we will destroy you.
I
Took
have
me
no
a second
words.
to realize what happened there, Bowie.
That was so greedy out of Wolf Team. I mean, sure, he doesn't have BKB, but Roche was up, and now BeastCoast could scout this out. And if they do, this can eat. I mean, man, if Tro actually is on par with Farm, with HFN, this Tro can solo carry this game. They have to be very careful.
Well, they chain frost him. He's got BKB the second, but he's been blasted by Duster and HFN. So dead for 70 seconds as he went for that tier 1 mid. The rest of the
Never
squad not behind
mind.
him. And
The throw, it's karma, right? There's always going to be karma on both sides. 1 second, that BKB was so close. I don't even mind K1's play. Like, it's just Duster so farmed. You don't expect that amount of DPS being thrown out.
Yeah, level 2 chain frost, 25 minutes in with a shard. Ice Spire.
Yeah, I'm surprised Wolf Team didn't scout. Okay, finally. Yeah, there's no black hole. You just get Roche. Make sure not to do any crazy plays. This is your Roche, and this like puts them in a really good position this game still.
Who's the shard gonna go on? It's like Visage and Lich already have it. Is it just Gyro takes it because
I
guess
think
Mars
is probably the best one. I think
Yeah.
it's definitely better than Gyro. But you know, it's HFN. Let's see if he'll be kind to 4DR. All right, he's probably gonna. Oh no, he'll get it.
It's his.
It is mine. The world is his oyster. There you
Well,
go.
he chose cruel and not kind. Poor Mars.
Yeah. Definitely not the same as Whisper. Whisper is still carrying the Tumblr store, by the way. Such a humble man.
Oh, that's maneuverability. Gets him in, gets him out. Tumbler and Blink.
The Airlands is completed on Marcy now, so the theory that they'll swap it is gone, I think. I do like what Gojira is doing. He might cut this wave. With Glyph, they might be able to actually kill the entire wave Wolf team is going for. You just want to buy time for this black hole to be back up, but he didn't go for it, so just chilling.
Yeah, he doesn't see the remaining heroes. Like, Talvo could very easily be hunting him. So they'll just let the tier 2 fall. K1 makes his move down to bottom. Trying to get something back for what they are giving to their opponents. But this means it is straight high ground time. HFN with Aegis makes his way up to tier 3. No glyph means no buildings.
Right, new item on Whisper has the Quickening Charm. Let's see. They're just losing barracks right now.
Yeah, and K1's pushing a high ground bottom lane. They're not trying to defend this. Just give it up and let it go. Wolf team obviously going to have learned about this Whisper Enigma. Now he's landing black holes. You will become afraid of them. It's kind of one of the... You know, we were talking last game about the moves from BeastCoast where they bring numbers, they kind of do the bait and switch, right? Where they bring numbers, bring numbers, then they bring nobody, and you're kind of left there dangling with 5 heroes doing nothing. And I'm drawing a wild comparison with Enigma here. You miss a black hole, your opponents aren't afraid of it, and then you hit them with a big one.
Yeah, you just want to make sure you miss a couple of the early ones, so you get a really good one. Yes.
Yeah,
just
so
like feeding, so you can get the network back, right?
That was pretty funny. Toss cancelled out by Dispose. Adriano with Arena Spear. Trying to kill off Chris Luck here. Gojira sees Smile. The Chain Frost will bounce back in. Down goes the Marcy, but HFN being focused. Gets off his Satanic. Heals back up, and the Whisper Black Hole is there onto the Gyro. Didn't catch anyone else in the back, so it's just the Aegis claimed. Adriano has the BKB as K1. He goes deep in for Duster. No ulti, no BKB. Troll left stranded. Isolated now. Need to focus the Gyro. Kill off HFN, but he's too tanky. Daedalus, Aghanim, Satanic. Keep him topped up and fight ready.
Yeah, HFN is just too farmed. They wanted to save Black Hole for the second life, and they were forced. So they were forced to cast it. And this is, the Satanic build just allows HFN to play like this. Really hard to kill him. He's healing even through the Black Hole. Yeah, there we go. That's... I think this is potentially GG. The Black Hole had to be better than it was, unfortunately. I feel like Wolf Team, it's their game to lose right now.
And they're looking for this third lane. Put it out of any form of contest here from BeastCoast. Gojira. Maybe he wants to rebound in onto HFN. He's got Frost Shield, he's got Satanic. These Fatal Bonds are doing a bit of damage to Adriano behind him. I don't think the Mars is too bothered. And then jumps King out. Toss back C Smile, force the BKB. Down he goes to the Daedalus crit of HFN though, and inside this arena they are all dead. Another big fight for Wolf Team, forcing game 3.
Alright, very nicely played by Wolf Team. I think a much better performance from everyone. Tavo definitely felt more dominant on this sort of like unique Visage hero. Obviously it's been popular for a while, but he played really well. 4DR created a lot of space. I think the safe lane just looked much better. And I gotta say, I usually don't like calling out, but I was not impressed with Whisper's laning. I think, Enigma is not a hero he plays that often. Maybe he was a little bit rusty. I think he got handled by HFN and Duster, and his performance just... He took a lot of arenas as well. Definitely not the peak performance from Whisper we are used to see.
for K1 and C Smile as well. You know, we saw this Underlord from the mid lane dominate the game, catch people out, and just fight with the rest of his team over and over again. With K1 and Whisper on these kind of greedier heroes, they need a lot more farm to get their roles and their jobs done properly. Yeah, well done by Wolf Team. You know, HFN on one of these hyper carry heroes, the hero that hits more than one unit at the same time with flat cannon, looked beautiful. Tavo's Visage, outside of the first 3 minutes, looked spectacular. You know, like you said, he hit level 6, got a couple of kills, opened up that bottom part of the map for them. And yeah, game 2, tying things up. So we'll head back to the panel who can talk about game 3, which is coming soon.
Thank you, Gareth. We do indeed get a game 3, and someone on this panel made a really bold assumption, and they were correct. Winter, congratulations. It's your first time.
What do you mean bold?
Bold because
It's not
you
that.
know,
It's not that bold, dude.
Well,
They had
I'm
they had
surprised
a
because
greedy draft. They had a greedy draft. They have Warlock. I mean, it's greedy in the sense that everything has a pretty long cooldown. Warlock plus Enigma. I
Yeah.
kind of feel like a lot of fights they couldn't really take us something was on cooldown or whatever, you know. And everybody needs a lot of farm. So I don't think it's that bold.
Okay, sorry, let me rephrase. Winter made a really obvious statement, and he was right. Rayur, why could you not see what Winter was seeing? You fucking idiot. Why did you go for BeastCoast there?
Winter is a how can I say? He's an oracle. This guy's a god.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what did you see in
But,
BeastCoast draft that you feel like they failed to execute?
I think the offlane lacks too much this game. It's like Bowie said, HFN and Duster just handle Whisper. And I really think Gojira had zero impact this game with Marcy. I feel like we just saw Marcy dying all the time and not doing anything. And on the last fight, especially when Whisper just managed to get Black Hole on HFN and Hector was hitting everyone, Marcy has just died in the beginning of that fight without doing anything at all. So I feel like not picking Marcy the next time and going for Tiny on the first game by Gojira just destroying the entire game, seeing him flawless, just getting 2-3 man avalanche all the time.
Yep. I agree, especially in the early game. It kind of felt like the only thing that Gojira was managing is he would die for a support kill, right? And it was just an even trade there. And he did like 3-4 times, and it didn't really work out for them. For this next game, Rayur, would you like to see them go back to more of a bread and butter kind of draft? Because here we were experimenting. You know, we got the Enigma new for BeastCoast, the Warlock, and everything. Do you think they experiment a little bit too much? They got to go for something simple like Winter likes?
Yeah, I think they should just stick what it works for them. I enjoy seeing the Enigma, but I don't think it's one of the best heroes of Whisper. We see him destroying the game with like Pet Rider, Pango, stuff like that, etc. I think they should just stick to the normal. I like the Underlord on the mid lane. I think it's decent. I think it has a lot of impact, but on this game it doesn't work because, like Winter said, they have too many bigger cooldowns.
Winter, it's final thoughts here. Do you like that this is what Team Wolf went for? Would you like to see them try this again? Like something that's just like, again, 4 protect 1, a style they like to play, good lanes. Is this what they were missing in the first game?
Yeah, just simple. Good lanes, very clear, you know, win condition area. You have a tower taker, you have a hard hitting carry. Everything is just very straightforward. But make sure that they don't be too greedy and pick weak lanes. You know, I think the first and foremost is they have to have very stable lanes, very good lanes.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, guys. We're going to have a small break, and then we'll come back with Game 3 between Wolf Team and BeastCoast. Winner takes all. Once again, if Wolf Team can make this work, this would be an incredible run for them, and they would now be in the contention for the top 2. So, very exciting. Stay tuned for the last game of the series.